And there we go, we are live. We are live and kicking. I need to make sure this will work the way I want it to. So how are we doing? Alright. Professor Cornelius the Barbarian Esquire here. I just completed filming a new video, and Prof is currently editing it, and asked if I wanted to give my try at Solstice. He said he was quite satisfied that he had in fact completed the game, but still wanted the viewers to see the ending, but was a little burned out by it. I'm on drinking only the finest of vanilla colas. Now then, I had to give this game a try. It looked quite charming. Shaddix, help me! Princess Eleanor! I wasn't kidding, these names aren't quite charming. Princess Eleanor is mine. Morbius, release her! He does have a fabulous beard. Haha, she is to lose her soul that I may become powerful beyond your comprehension. It is the solstice, and evil shall rise this day. I love these action puzzle games. Why, when I was studying at the University of Tokyo, I spent many of my free hours playing the Eggerland adventure games. Ooh. Yeah, this might be more difficult than I had anticipated. No matter. If Phil can get through it, and he's quite the buffoon when it comes to these knowledge games, I should be able to get through it with no problem. I did watch a bit of how he did it, but I wasn't paying too much attention, so I have a bit of an idea, but I'm not 100%. That's why I ran into that ball and died. I bet he wouldn't have, but that's because he's played the game 1,000 times before by now. Alright, let's see if I can make this jump like he does. Ah, perhaps beginner's luck, though. Perhaps I'm just that good. Yeah, we'll save that like he's been doing. Oh my. How dreadful to die by a weird magic ball. I mean, who doesn't have magic balls? Haha. Yeah. Perhaps that was a bad joke. Okay, let's... I don't know these rooms quite like this. There we go. This is quite the intriguing game. He is not kidding about not having shadows, though. That does throw me off a bit. You can't really complain a game that came out in 1990, 2018, almost 2019. Hard to believe. Hard to believe it is almost 2019, is it not? Ah, this year just flew by. Alright, we've got our first piece of the staff here. I also like these puzzle games like Pipe Dreams. What was that one on the Master System? Penguin Land. Oh, such a delightfully charming game. You simply must play it if you ever have the opportunity. Puzzle games like Tetris and Pipe Dreams, though, that's where it really sits for me. Not so much for these action games, but this being sort of an action puzzle game, I tend to get the idea. Turbo bouncing thing is pretty nice. Boingy 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 boing. There we are. Well, he wasn't kidding though, you really do have to master the ability to pick things up and drop them. Let's see. Extra lives? Extra lives galore in this title. We made it through that part at least. Now we're going to that maze that he was telling me about. Luckily the game does give you a map, so that'll make it a tad bit easier. I like to think I know where I'm going, but I am a man. I don't like to stop and ask for directions. And I'm not just a man, I'm a professor. And a barbarian. I mean, think about this. I have raided so many villages in my time that why should I stop and ask for directions? If I don't know, I'll just pillage the nearest village and move on. At least I'll have supplies. I think people that don't understand just how easy raiding can be sometimes. Oh, I'm out of dried meat. I'll just conquer this village here, raise it to the ground, and take what I want. That's why there are no ugly barbarian women. We didn't bring back the ugly ones. That was another time and another place, and in today's mobilely PC world, it just has no room for such things. I suppose overall it is for the better, but there is a tiny part of me that yearns for the glory days. The glory days for me, not for those who I've conquered. And I would like to set the record straight. Nobody was drinking from the skulls of their fallen enemies. I mean, the liquid just pulls out the eye holes. You could put a little bit down at the bottom, it would actually be at the top of the skull, but it's not worth the effort. Now, a hollowed out femur, on the other hand, that will get you plenty plus. But a lot of effort to make one of those. Oh my. Some of these jumps, I tell you. Oh. This game takes quick wits and even quicker thumbs. This must be the room that Scrooge McDuck would do his thinking in. Boing, 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 boing. There we are. We got the credit. I should make a music video that's just Shaddix bouncing around like this. But flashing is a tad bit hot. I have to agree with them on that. Alright, let's go down here. More thinking rooms with these eyeball guys. I wonder if they're controlling the Illuminati. I was once a member, but I renounced my membership once they had a leadership change. It used to just be sort of a men's club, much like the Freemasons, but eventually they got to the whole, let's take over the world, new world order, all that sort of thing. I just wasn't into it. I'm only interested in the pursuit of knowledge, which might be my appeal to this game. After all, wizards are only interested in the pursuit of knowledge, and how to use that knowledge to destroy and vanquish their enemies, something I can definitely relate with. There's a podcast about different pagan practices and such called Let's Just Be Wizards. It's very charming. I would highly recommend it to anybody who's interested. Whether you're interested in it from a religious or spiritual perspective, or just for knowledge's sake. Knowledge for knowledge's sake. But as for that streaming service Gaia, no thank you. That does not appeal to me. Couldn't really tell you why. It simply does not. Purple. Purple and blue. They look too similar, and I see how folks would have made the mistake of casting the purple one when you meant to cast the blue one. We won't be doing that, though. So I hope not. There we are. What does my blue potion look like? Yeah. So I don't need to go through this little audacity. At least not right now. I'm sure I can easily get through this room without using the potion, but there's a lot going on there, so that's what we use it. Into here. We won't take any of these guys. How we can fill this potion up in this room anyway. This is the room that folk had a lot of trouble with. I watched him do it, and I'm confident I understand the mechanics of this puzzle. It's just a matter of actually doing it. You see, it's like the old G.I. Joe cartoon would say, knowing is half the battle, yes? But even knowing does not mean you can do it. Physical activity must be the second half. Technically more complicated than that. You have to know. You have to have the intelligence to know what is going on. You have to have the wisdom to know how to use that knowledge. And then you have to have the physical attributes to be able to get through it. Which clearly I do not at this point in time. Just have to get the timing of pushing this down just right. There we are. Whew, that was a close one. So this room isn't terribly difficult, but if you don't have it just right, it feels like it. Down into the secret room. Ooh. I kind of threw myself into that one. Oh no. So that's that endless death loop that Folk was talking about. I can see where that can become quite problematic. Oh my god. Plenty of lives left so far, but we don't want to go through them either. See, just because you have plenty of lives does not mean you want to waste them all. You never know what could happen towards the end. Ooh, dangerous. Barely escaped that one. Yeah, these creatures certainly are ugly ones. I suppose if they were cute, it'd be less effective in making you want to stay away from them. Which begs the question, how come these evil villains don't use like rabid puppies or something like that? After all, if it was cute, you'd want to go near it. You'd go up and pet it, it would bite you, and you would die, and the villain would win. fact that maybe I should start employing... I almost walked right off that. No, there we go. Jump down. Don't need to go in there. I can grab this yellow potion now. After all, essential to beating this game. Ooh. So is getting through the stages without dying, though. You can see what he's talking about these spiked balls. You think they're at that 1 second where they're at the peak of the path, and you absolutely have to use that. It doesn't always work out for you, though. I just feel bad for the skeletons, doomed for all eternity to just walk back and forth in that one room. Glad I'm not them. The local church bells, I'm sure you cannot hear that. We have two churches over here, a Catholic and a Lutheran one, that share a parking lot of all things right next to each other, but I do so enjoy hearing those bells at times. Granted, it's not my religion, but still. There we go. See if I can remember this. Perhaps this is not the time for such risks. After all, we have so many lives left. This room in particular just seems like such a death trap. Those clear tiles don't make much sense. Sometimes they disappear on you when you jump over them, and sometimes they don't. You've got to be ready to move at a moment's notice in this game. You actually just have to memorize things. I think most people have the reflexes if they didn't know what was happening to get out of these. Indiana Jones might. Oh, those were such good movies. I really didn't have as much of a problem with Kingdom of the Crystal Skull as most people. But I love them all. But I will say this. Last Crusade is kind of my least favorite. I know that's not a popular thing, but it just seems so much goofier than the others. It's by no means a bad movie. Oh, that's definitely not good. I'll have to go back down here. But at least I can just come back up. I don't have to waste time using my spell. So many different ways you can get through this game. Take rooms like this. You must use the invincibility potion and jump across these goblin heads. I'd like to push this guy back down. There we go. Should be in the right position now. There we go. I think Float's solution to this puzzle works quite well. It's not really his, he took it from somebody else, but I'm not sure what the actual solution is. And that might actually be it, who knows? It's over, there we go. Ooh, that was a close one. Out of the destruction spell means I can't make the mistake of using it in the last room, so that works out for me. Oh yes, before we get to this, I'm drinking Big K Vanilla Cola. As I have said, it is the finest of them, so you cannot find any better. Though Vanilla Coke is quite good. Let us see what is in this room, of course. There we go. Enough for 2 more attempts on this. And away we go. Boing, 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 boing. Up. There we are. Oh no. Now one more attempt. Really let the block fall a little bit lower. Boing, boing, boing. Okay, we're ready to go. This might be too high yet. Oh, we managed to grab it. And the game is lost. Because of the placement of the last credits and using up all of those powers, I'm probably only going to get one more attempt at this. This is the most frustrating sensation, to be able to get to the end of the game and not complete that final thing. I completely understand what he's talking about now. I'm going to get one attempt at this. the last checkpoint after this one's pretty far back. Not sure if I'd have enough magic to get through it. Right, here. We'll use our invincibility potion. The Staff of Dimnos has been restored. Now you have to find the princess. That, my friends, is how you complete the game. Well, we have to save her, but now we're completely invincible, as far as I understand it. It's simply a matter of finding the princess. Oh, look, a door. And there you have it. That, my friends, how you beat this game. Shaddix, Princess Eleanor, have we not seen it? Too late, Shaddix. The evil has awakened. Go, Mobius, for I possess the Staff of Dimnos. No! No! The end. I visited 166 rooms and completed 67.57% of the game. Not too shabby. Well, there you have it. I, Professor Cornelius the Barbarian Esquire, have beaten Solstice. Not quite on the Solstice, but close enough. I'm sure folk will have no problem getting through it next year. You can just watch my playthrough if he needs. Cornelius was such a card. So delightful. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. If I do a next time one of these live streams, we'll see what sort of feedback we get. Till then, Professor Cornelius the Barbarian Esquire, signing off.